Tada! Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everywhere you are, all over the world. Yeah, this is your new favorite YouTube girl. My name is Busaya. Yes, you all know my name. But in case you don't know, in case this is your first time of seeing my video, my name is Busayo. Yeah, my name is Busayo. Yeah, and I'm here once again on YouTube. Yes. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my last video. Please, if you enjoyed my last video, or you have any comments, or you have any reservation, put it on that comment section. Go and check the last video I uploaded and go and drop your review. Whatever you feel about that video, go and drop it there. Yeah, I'll be reading and I'll be responding and I'll be taking notes. Yeah. So today, yeah, I'm looking good. I'm smiling because what we're going to be discussing today is something that, something that will bring memories, something that would, throw you back. Yes, if you don't mind, something that would make you laugh if it was worth it, and something that would, that could take you back a little, like you feel, I wish, oh how I wish, oh how I wish. So yeah, that's all. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please danla bikono ejo edaku, go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I'm begging you, go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Okay, so that's by the way. Thank you for subscribing in advance, and please also share with your circle, share with your friends, family. Let them also have the fun. Let them also enjoy the gist. So today I'll be discussing about first love. Yeah, first love. Every one of us had a first love, someone we loved first, like our first ever relationship. Yeah, every one of us, be it male or female, you all have that girl that you loved so much. You guys dated, and it was all fun and juicy and all. The female also have this guy that first asked us out, that loved us despite our low cut hair, no makeup, no lashes, no wigs, no earring, no jewelries, no nails. With our rough skin. Yeah, that was that guy that loved us at that point, that was tickling our tickle. You understand what I mean by that? Yeah. So today we'll be discussing about first love. Yeah, I don't know how yours was, but I like to talk about my own. I think my first love is one guy like that. How did we even meet? How did I meet? Okay, I don't want to mention his name, but let's say his name is Mr. L. Yeah, because his name is L. His name is Mr. L. And yeah, we met during jam lesson, and after I finished secondary school, I wanted to write jam. So it was a thing then that when you finish your secondary school, you go for jam coaching lessons. Then so when I got to jam lesson, we met, and one of the first things that attracted me to him was because I attend Redeem, where we attend the same church, and he has been looking forward to changing his church, because the church he was staying with his aunt, and the church his aunt attends, he said he doesn't like the church. They don't allow him play the keyboard. He plays keyboard. They don't allow him play keyboard because there are big people there, older people that can play, so they don't allow him play. Why he play very well. So I was like, well, in my church we don't have a keyboardist. We have a keyboard, but we don't have a keyboardist. So if you don't mind coming to my church to join the choir and start playing the keyboard for us. And he's like, oh, that's good. He was going to discuss with his aunt or his sister there about him. So then the next day, so that day he collected my number. Yeah, collected my number. I was a fine girl too. He collected my number, and then we started talking. We started chatting on to go. How many of you remember to go? So we started chatting on to go, and we were looking forward to seeing each other in jam lesson. Wanted to see each other the next morning. I'm quickly dressed. I'm rushing down to lesson center so that I can see Mr. L. So then he told me he likes me, blah blah blah. He wanted me to be his girlfriend, and then also I was already liking him because, well, he's a very fine guy. I'm attracted to fine boys. You will never find me. You will never see me date a guy that is not fine. I like fine boys. That's my weakness. Yes, my weakness is fine boys. So he asked me out, he wanted me to be his girlfriend. And I said, oh, fine. That I was going to think about it. Can you give me some time? And I knew what I was going to tell him even before he asked. So I told him, okay, give me time. Let me think about it. Yeah, but we had each other's number. So when we are going home, he would see me off to a point. Then he would go to his house, and then I would go to my house. We would have to walk back to listen to his house because our house was different, like left and right. So then later he started coming to our I told my pastor's wife, who was our choir leader, then there's this boy in my coaching center. He plays the keyboard very, very well, and he wants to, come to our church and be playing keyboard. And is he a redeemed member? Yes, he's a redeemed member. He attends this church. He says, oh, okay, fine, let him come. So one of our rehearsals, he came to one of the rehearsals. He was looking so fresh, and I was like, let me get this boy. But then they must not know you are dating in church now. I was about going to the university then. Like, hey, only boyfriend. Can you call it that? Because then when we were we're having boyfriends, then having boyfriend means you're having sex. That's what they feel. That's what they think, that you're having sex. So we're not allowed to have boyfriend even at age 16, 17. And guess what? I saw something yesterday. Pastor Hubert Angel, his first son, that guy that used to preach, that dropped microphone, they call him Sia. He has a girlfriend. The girl will be 17 by December, and he is also 17. And the mother posted it that, yeah, I'm that kind of mom. The girlfriend, and posted the two of them in a cousin mood and wrote, I'm that kind of mom. I'm like, wow. Well, when we were 16 and 17, our parents were snooping around our bags, our wardrobe, to check if we have a love letter or not. Okay, so let me continue my story with my Mr. Fineboy, Mr. L, by the way. So I invited him to church. He rehearsed with us. He played the keyboard, and my pastor's wife loved it. And I was like, oh, wow, it's good. Then he can join. So that was how he joined the choir. He was always coming for choir rehearsal on Saturday. We were always singing. So when we leave jam blessing, he will come to stay in my mom's shop from there so that I can go to church during the week. We'll go to church. But church people were not knowing that. Because even me also, my mom was a deaconess, so I can't show it that, I'm dating this guy. I can't show it that I have a boyfriend. So anytime he comes to church, I was always giving him this attitude, and he also was close to another girl. So he was close to another girl in the choir. People would think they were dating. So I was like, and when we get to start chatting, is that why you're not laughing at her? Is that why you're not doing this? All those things, yes. So, and we will talk on extra cool. Then MTN extra cool. MTN extra cool saved relationship. Then from 12, we will speak from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Like, bro, we'll talk on the phone the next morning, because I finished secondary school. Then I would just be sleeping in class, or when I come back from class, then I would sleep then. That was it. It was my first relationship. So we had a relationship till I entered the university. When I entered university, I entered TASUD. He entered the Olabisi Onabanjo in same state. And so my school was in before we started session, before their school started session. So he was still in church, and while I was away in school, but we would talk on phone. We'll call each other, we send text message. However, there was this strike that came in when I just got admission, and so when the strike came in, I went to my aunt's place in Songota. I was at her place, and then he said he wanted to, he wanted us to see that it's been long we saw, he missed me, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm in Songo, I can't come. Where will I tell my auntie that I'm going to, that I want to come and spend time with you? And so then the strike was called off. Then he started his own session in school. That's Olabisi Onabanjo University. So he was there, and then one of these days he called me, said that, babe, Alpha. What was he calling me then? Baby. Yes, he was calling me baby. And I was calling him. What did I save his number with? I saved his number with my love. I was not romantic that much then. My love. Now I don't get plenty name for head like I have. So back to my story. So he called me. Yeah, I want to go into how we broke up. So he called me and he said he wanted me to come to Ago. That he wanted me to come and spend the weekend with him. I'm like, weekend with a guy. I'm pregnant already. Even before you say anything, I'm pregnant. So I was like, oh, will I come and spend the weekend with you? Blah, 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 blah. Though I was living in my own apartment, not like I was living in a school hostel. No, I was living in an apartment. I was living alone, so I can go and nobody work. I can lie to my host, tell me that I was going home while I go to my friend's place. Nobody was going to call my parents, blah, blah, blah. But then I was that disciplined. My parents were disciplined. So going to a guy's place to spend the weekend was out of it for us. What out of it for me? Like, hey, spend the weekend with you. What are we going to be doing? Blah, blah. A lot of things was going on in my head. Like, so he was just saying, we need to see, blah, 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 blah. So I said, I can't come and spend the weekend, though. I can come one day and go back the other day. And he said, no, he want me to come and spend the weekend with him. And I'm like, no. So we're fighting. Then one day, I needed a book in the library. That was in my first semester on the level. So I went to his school. He took me to their school library. I went to make photocopy of those books. Yeah. I went to make photocopy of those books, and I left. I did not go to his house. We just met in school. He told me where to meet him. I met him there. Took me to the library. We're still having small grudges against each other. How are you? I'm fine. You won't call. Have you eaten? Did you eat? Okay. Do you want something? Should we go and get drink? No, I'm fine. I just want to, So I left then, and he asked me that day that, so you don't want to come and spend the weekend with me here? And I said, no, I can't spend the weekend. What will I tell my mom? What will I tell my dad? I'm coming to spend weekend with you. Guy, consider me now. And he was like, okay. So he just said, fine. I never knew something was going on. I never knew. If I had known, yeah, probably we would still break up. Yeah, even though I spent the weekend with him, we would still have been together. I was very sure of that after the breakup. So then after I returned, so we're talking, like, we finished the fight, like we'll talk, but not like always. We'll talk like once in a day. Then he just called me one day. He texted me one day and he said, that we need to talk, I'll call you. And I'm like, okay. Well, he's way older than me. He was like 4 years older than me. Yeah, 4 years. So we need to talk. I'm like, so he was matured than I am then. So he called me. Then later in the evening he called me. Then he said that I want to tell you something. I said, what's that? I said, I'll be going to Germany in 2 days. And I'm like, Germany, Lagos, Germany where? Like Germany, like Germany. He said yes. And I'm like, okay. I just said, okay. Then he said, are you okay? I said, yes. At least you're going to Germany in 2 days and you're just calling me today. You're going to Germany. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's okay. That's good. Then we said our byes and said, it's fine. Bye-bye. Have a good life. Blah. And he went. So when he got to Germany, we were friends on Facebook too. When we got to Germany, we were not talking. He wasn't talking with me, because we're not good like that. First month, second month, I went to him on Facebook. I wrote him a message that, why did you do this to me? I loved you with everything I have. Blah. In fact, I did not get over the breakup until like I was in 400 level. Yeah, I did not go into any relationship throughout my year in the university. No, I was still nursing him like, this guy. But then it was intentional not to go into a relationship when I was in the university. Not like because I was not seeing it. It was intentional. But I was always thinking about it. At least you will still call this person. At least even if you guys broke up, at least we were friends before, you still call me. So I was having that expectation that was going to be calling me. I'm like, even if you have a girlfriend in Germany, you should still call me. I will check his Facebook post. He doesn't post much. He'll post once in a while. I will go and message him. He will read my message and he will not reply. And I'm like, God. So many nights I will cry and all. And then I moved on. That was my first love. So my first love was actually Mr. L. Yeah, then 2 months ago, something happened. 2 months ago. I was just, about my YouTube, I have written down stuff that I was going to discuss, things I'll be discussing, and date. I'd already put it down. So when I wrote down my first love, I went to his Facebook to check out the chat I sent him on Facebook, and I saw the chat. I'm like, wow, girl, you wrote this for a guy. Voila. So like, okay, bygone. That was bygone. Then that left. So 2 months ago, after I checked, then like 3 days after I checked our messages, I saw a message coming to my DM. Hello, good afternoon, Busayo. How have you been? Good to see you here. I'm like, it was a business page. So I checked the person's, it was a lot of businesses. I'm like, oh, this person stays in Abuja. I don't know. I said, sorry. I'm sorry, he said, this is Larry Onifade. I mentioned his name last. Well, his name is Larry Onifade. This is Larry Onifade. I'm like, Larry. I screamed like, Larry, this is you. And it's like, oh, this is his business page. He's going to message me with his own page. He just stumbled on my reels. And I'm like, oh, this is Busayo, now this is Busayo. So, yeah. So, we started chatting, and it's like, so I checked his profile. He's now married, married, stays in Abuja, now in Nigeria, back in Nigeria. And he wanted the number of one of his old friends that I had. So I just said, oh, yeah, I have it. I'll send you his number. And I sent it to him. And since then, now remembering, I just got noticed, oh, guy, I did not go back to check. I don't need to check. I moved on, duh. But there was something I want to say, and I've noticed this like 4 or 5 different occasions. When we were teenagers, there were some fine boys that we really loved then. They were so fine, like very, very fine. And these boys, and when I look at them now, they are no longer fine. I'm like, what happened? You were a very handsome boy. Everybody wanted you. What went wrong? What happened? These guys are no longer fine. What's going on? I don't know what happened. I don't know if it is hormone. I don't know if it's maturity. I don't know. Whatever it is, but then it's something to be worried about. Like, they were really fine. They were fine when we were growing up. Just like Mr. L. Yeah, while we were growing up, he was very handsome. Everybody wanted him then in lesson. And there's this girl that is mad over and will tell them, oh, I'm sorry, I have a girlfriend. I can't date anybody. Who is your girlfriend? Is he in this lesson? No, she's in Abeokuta. He will lie, blah, 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 because he was trying to keep baby girls safe, So, yeah, that's about my first love. So, I would, if you have something to share, you can write on your comment section. How did your first love? How did it go? Who broke whose hearts? Who said it's over first? How did it go? How did it take the breakup? Did it break you? Did it make you? Were you happy? Was the relation toxic? Why did you even leave in the first place? So I would love to hear from you. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed my story here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please also encourage me. Like my comment. Click on the subscribe button. Yes, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Send to your friends. Let them read. Let them laugh. Let them contribute. Thank you once again for coming to my YouTube channel. My name is Busayo. See you sometime next week. Bye.